This is part 2 of Illinois laws in 60 seconds or less. Let's get right into it. Now, in Illinois, carrying on public transportation is illegal unless you're one of the 4 chosen ones. What do I mean by that? Well, thanks to a 2024 federal case, a judge ruled the public transportation ban to be unconstitutional, but this only applies to the 4 individuals who sued. So while they get to exercise the right to self-defense on the CTA, the rest of us peasants remain disarmed and aren't entitled to the same fundamental American rights that they are. So apparently, your Second Amendment rights don't come from the Constitution. They come from whether you sue the state or not. Very progressive of you, Illinois. Now let's talk about self-defense in Illinois. Now, while Illinois does not have a statute that explicitly mentions castle doctrine, the principles of castle doctrine are embedded within the state's self-defense law. So you have no duty or obligation to retreat if threatened in your dwelling, and deadly force is justified against unlawful, violent entry or to prevent a forcible felony in your dwelling. Now here's where it gets kind of scary. Now on one hand, while Illinois does not impose a duty to retreat, stand your ground is also not explicitly codified within the legislation. But the use of deadly force is justified only to prevent imminent death, great bodily harm, or a forcible felony. Now here's why I say it can get a little bit scary. So there is no lawful obligation to retreat safely, right? The prosecutor still has the opportunity to say, well, yes, you used deadly force to defend yourself, but there was an opportunity for you to retreat safely. And if you could have just dipped out of the situation instead of using deadly force, was the fear of death truly imminent? Just something to think about. In my previous video, I covered Mississippi gun laws. And one law that I absolutely fell in love with was the law that specifies that a person's failure to retreat cannot be used as evidence against them. So by law, the prosecutors do not even have the opportunity to try to use this against you. Now, as an American that exercises their Second Amendment right every single day, a law like this would make me feel so safe in Illinois and not have to worry about the prosecutors trying to paint me like a bad guy when I'm not. Comment down below which state you want me to cover next, and remember, a gun is only as powerful as the mind that wields it.